Next, a VC goes through so many pitch deck companies, and I'll select a few. There's maybe 2 unicorns. It's not even that. All right. Not even that. My question is, what is the underlying reasons why invested startups fail? At the very core, what would you say are the top 5 reasons? Okay, so let's talk about the reality if you're showing investors. Out of the funded companies, 1 to 2% of those companies will become unicorns, right? Most of them will lose money. Like 10% will succeed, 90% will fail out of the funded companies. So if you're a VC and you get 300 pitch decks sent to you, you might, let's just, for the sake of numbers, you might be interested in 30 of them. So 270 are going to go out. And then out of the 30 of them, you might invest in 3 of them, right? 6 or 9 of them. And then out of that, 1 of them will go unicorn. So the numbers are staggeringly small for the number of founders that are raising capital. Yet, VCs complain that there's not enough good startups out there. There's not places to put the capital. It's because it's so much easier to build a startup and there's just a glut of competition. The question, what is the underlying reason or reasons why invested startups fail? Okay, so first, you get your investment. Why would that investment fail? It boils down to one thing alone, product market fit. That's it, product market fit. And there are many factors that boil down to it. Timing of the market is probably the biggest one. The inability for the founders to pivot enough to figure out product market fit, or they break up, they lose momentum, they start hating each other, they run out of money, they make some bad decisions, but they don't get to product market fit. So it's just really one reason alone that startups fail from a startup perspective. Many startups will go on to be successful businesses, small businesses, right? They'll be successful that way, but they won't go on to be unicorn startups. So I'm talking about any company that doesn't go unicorn is considered a failure because of one reason, product market fit. And below that reason is a tree of all the different things. Co-founders that fight, can't figure out, market trends change, the timing is just not there, competition comes and eats your lunch. I know lots of companies, timing is a big thing. You know how many companies actually had the idea to do Facebook before Facebook, right? They had this great idea, but Facebook came at a really great time. But not only that, they had a really great strategy. Let's do Stanford. They had Mark Zuckerberg. They had the right angel investor, right there. Do you know how many companies have thought about doing YouTube? I was actually approached by a company that wanted to put cartoons on the internet, and they made me a deal, and they offered to buy into my startup. Back then I was doing an animation company and take my product. And my startup was already bought. So I was working for the company that acquired me, and we said no because I'm like, I don't see if that's going to happen. In hindsight, should I have said yes? No, because all the companies that went and did that deal, and they signed that deal for back end and all this stuff, none of their animated properties exist anymore. And I'm going to give you a little secret. You know who was behind that deal? The company that did The Simpsons, right? They were trying to get an online streaming. They're not in that business anymore. Later on, YouTube comes along and eats their lunch, right? So that's how this works. So you want to make sure that you're going for product market fit, but understand there's so many other factors that go into it, and that's what makes startups significantly hard. That's the reason startups fail. One reason, they fail to get to unicorn because of product market fit.